Your job is legitimately replacing your life. Have you ever stopped and thought, when was the last time you spent an entire day doing exactly what you wanted to do? Without your boss, without your company, without any of that kind of stuff, right? Not your calendar, not your appointments, just you. You, your passions, a full waking hour day focused on you. Because lately, I've been thinking, it's just not even worth the money for me, man. Like, it's really not. It's really not. I want to enjoy every waking hour that God gives me in this world. Point blank, period. Like, I have to structure my life in a way to where I can achieve that. And this has been a long road, you know. I've been depressed for months. I've been isolated. I think a lot of people have been brainwashed to where they think like, oh, if you're not doing this thing, you're not a good person. No, that's wrong. That's false. That's false. I care for people, man. As a matter of fact, I'll go as far as to say I'm more available for people than almost everybody I know. Because I care. You know who's not available? The person working 60-hour weeks, man. And I respect the people that really go through that because it's beneficial to society. Like, if they're doing something that actually, like, we need as a human race to thrive. But there's a lot of people that just are not doing that right now. And a lot of these jobs have just been created by the system. By the system. I mean, it's the truth. And I'm a very honest person. You know, if something doesn't sit right with me, I'm going to respectfully explain that. Because I'm a human being at the end of the day. I'm not a robot sales guy like I was just doing. I am not fake. I'm not a LARPer. I'm me. I'm me. And I really don't like how when you go to work and you just think about work. Like, your whole life becomes thinking about work. And for a lot of people in America right now, it's work, scroll. That's their life, man, and it sucks. Like, I've lost relationships and I've let those, I shouldn't say let, but they've fizzled out because people are just so focused on working and making money that they got consumed with that, man. And that's not me. That is not me. I think there's a balance to it, though. I think what you have to be spending your waking hours on has to be fulfilling to you, and the people that are doing something that aren't fulfilling, they're drowning themselves in their sorrows, you know, like they're doing some crazy crap off the clock. That's just not the life for me, you know. Like, I would rather be broke and struggle for a while and build something I'm passionate about. Truly, like, honestly, that is literally my thought process. And nobody really in my life right now understands that on a high level. But it's what I have to do. It's what my brain's telling me to do. It's what God's telling me to do. So, jobs are also not guaranteed, guys. Like, I gotta just like pivot into that. Like, these companies don't have any loyalty to you. You are a vessel. You are just a way they make profit. If you can be replaced, you will be replaced. So I think it's important, especially in 2026, to really set yourself up with other avenues to make money, with other interests. I understand if you're already like really busy, like side hustles, you're like, oh my gosh, I need sleep. But it's legitimately like the solution. The solution is honestly doing your own thing, or maintaining and trying not to like burn yourself out too bad, sticking with the job, and then building the side hustle up to replace the job. And there's a lot of like bad advice on YouTube, honestly. There's a lot of terrible advice on this platform that I've listened to in the past, because not everyone's the same. Everybody's situation is different, and yeah, you might think intuition-wise, like, okay, you listen to this millionaire, like this coach, telling you what to do. They don't know what like the average person is going through right now, man. They have absolutely no idea. They're so disconnected from like the real world and like what's actually happening in 2026 that like they just don't know. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt, I think. And the way I really try to structure it is, okay, how can I make income from a job? If I am going to work a job, how am I going to make the income I need to support my bills without being a detriment to like everything else I have going on? I have other passions, I have other projects. I mean, how can I achieve that? If I'm working a sales job, for example, where I make 200 plus phone calls a day, and they're cold calls, they're not fulfilling, it's just not fun. It's just not fun to do. That time that I'm spending on those calls just to make this hourly salary is replacing a lot of what I could be doing entrepreneur-wise, on my own. Literally like anything else. Like this might sound selfish, I don't know, but like I just want like a cushy job, because like if I can get a cushy job where I can still like use my phone and like work on my projects and schedule things, I mean, I could do two things at once that way. You know? And these corporations aren't dumb. They know exactly what they're doing. We are meant to work our whole lives and miss life in the process. It's a system. It's a very strategically designed system. And a lot of people also, they believe in politics. I mean, I personally don't. Just to keep it real with you guys, like, when has a politician like truly ever followed through on their word, and don't they want to say? If you have an example, feel free to comment it, because I can name you hundreds of examples where they haven't. So a lot of people are just distracted and overstimulated, man. Like, if you get off work and you watch TV, you watch your favorite TV show for hours, you make that corporation money watching a TV show, and like, what are you really getting from that? You know, like, your bed might be comfy for a few hours, but what's the sacrifice of that? The sacrifice is you're not talking to your loved ones, you're not talking to your friends. I think the answer is God. The answer is trusting in God and getting back on track that way. What kind of life is it to literally work 50-hour weeks, go home? When you go home, you're on your bed watching Netflix for like 3 hours, or scrolling on some platform, right? What kind of life is that, man? And then you go to bed and you repeat, and you live for your 1 or 2 days in America that you really get off, depending on what your job is. That's horrible. That is absolutely horrible, and that's something I really I can't do it. I literally would rather be on the street with like cardboard up than doing that. I'm serious. So I understand like some people have bad decisions from the past or bad hands they were dealt, and they just have to like do this. But I am so beyond wanting to do this. And I would rather literally post thousands of videos and not get like any views than work another crappy job again in my entire life. Truly, that is how I feel. Thank you guys for watching.